call me Meta or DJ Khaled because we got another one. You've clicked on this video and here I'm going to tell you the most important information that you will need in those following 48 hours. And why 48 hours? Well, you're gonna find out at the end of this video, so keep watching. Since you found me on YouTube, I think you have been scrolling or you have been maybe in this learning phase, like how to learn something. I want to play a piano, so how can I do that in 1 week? How to draw a cat in 30 minutes? How to start a business? How to do that? How to do this? YouTube has everything. It has even how to fix a freaking tie on a car. It has everything. And here is also the biggest trap, because you find yourself learning, consuming new stuff, learning about something you want to do. But what you are doing is doing all the things around that, but the doing, but the working on your dream. And what people that made it, like, let's say, Elon Musk, Emma Chamberlain, Mr. Beast, Virgil, you know, how all these people made it. Well, they really stopped consuming and they started creating, even though, well, because if you look at all these people and their creations, and if you look at the first creation and the first attempt, like Elon Musk blew up so many rockets and he doesn't even have a degree in that. And you are here thinking and trying to find out how to build a business. You need to start to do it. Otherwise, you would be still stuck in this self-sabotage that feels like progress, but keeps you from doing the real thing and keeps you from becoming really the person who can make it. Listen to what Mr. Beast said about his first 100 videos on YouTube.
Well, they weren't. They're terrible. Many people are making way better videos than me, but I didn't think that. And I think, you know, to be successful, you kind of have to have a little bit of that ego where you're like, you know, my content's great and you got to believe in it. But also, like, if you have sub 1,000 subscribers, like, there's a good probability your videos just suck. They just do. And you need to make hundreds of videos or 100 videos. I don't know. Depends on the difficulty of your videos. Improve something every time and just like get to the point where they don't. When you make good content, you'll blow up. It's not the algorithm. It's not anything. It's just like me and most people who are in my position, you just make terrible videos. And that's okay, because you got to make a bunch of videos and improve over time to be great. Like, you don't just pick up a baseball and become an MLB level athlete within a year. You know, it takes many, many, many years, and YouTube's kind of the same way.
Here he's talking about being bad for a while, being okay with being bad. And what he's saying is basically do it. Like, you really need to develop a certain ignorance to all the distractions. But the one thing is, you can't really develop any ignorance that would be worth it if you really don't know what you want to do in the first place. So for me, it was always music and singing. If I saw a Michael Jackson or Beyonce just dancing and being like, you know, in their space, I would have goosebumps everywhere. And this is the feeling, you know, that you want to get. And I'm not saying that I'm doing these concerts or that I'm having these big audiences yet, but all I'm doing is doing my music, trying to release it as frequently as I can, and that's it. And first maybe 50 songs of mine will be shit. This is how I go in the game with that knowing that, okay, even though you all know the rule with pancakes. If you do pancakes, the first pancake will be always shit. So how you can expect with something so silly and stupid as making pancakes to be first still shit, and it's still so easy to make pancakes, how can you expect yourself to be in a perfect state and then only then go in the game and blow everyone's mind because you're so perfect? It doesn't work like this. It never have. No one from these people that you've seen on the thumbnail were waiting. Emma Chamberlain did not wait. She even had a depression. That's why she started the channel. She needed to do something. Otherwise, she would just get completely crazy. Elon Musk is really ignorant to what is possible and what's not, because he is bending the rules of what's possible. The Wright brothers, no one even got to understand for 4 years. No one from these people understood what they came up with. It was breaking the rules of nature. We could fly. But for 4 years, no one could even grasp the possibility for us to fly, to be able to fly. And they did it. And for 4 years, no one was listening to them. But what they really did is to change completely the understanding of geography of the whole world, the understanding of time and of the possibilities that we as people did not have before the plane was invented. And this is what I'm saying when I say be a little bit ignorant, because you really have to. There is no point in listening to all the distractions that are in front of you, and it will always be. You gotta be like this horse with you know what I mean, like this horse, and you have to just have this little focus that is laser focus. Like all these distractions just go away and the focus gets to narrow and gets to be so intense and so laser-like, you know? You could burn a little hole with that. And now is the thing. Why? Why should I focus? Like, why should I focus on this if I don't feel like I want to actually sacrifice all of that? Because you will have sacrificed a lot. Like for this one thing, for your dream life, first of all, as Brianna Wiest, I also hope that I'm saying it correctly, as she said, your new life will cost your old life, and it really hurts. Like this fact that you will no longer be yourself, your brain will be in completely different environment, is terrifying for the brain and for your subconscious mind. The goal is to just persist, like to persist in this new version of yourself. And this is how you also get to act. Why is the why so important? Well, because know that if you want to have a dream life, you will have to sacrifice like a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you can't have this feeling of, oh, what if it doesn't work out? Absolutely, like, no, just delete this sentence from your brain. It has to work out. You know, you have to work so relentlessly that it has to work out. There is like no chance in the dream life avoiding you. You will know, you have to know that only this type of focus is for people that found either their purpose or just generally their why they want to do that. And as Carl Jung also says, that sometimes we just let our shadow, like the shadow that is in us, we let to rule our actions and our so-called dream lives or just dreams, because the shadows in us can actually decide what the dream is. And so it's then not our dream, like not our real dream. It's a dream of our parents, it's a dream of our teachers, and it's a dream of the whole society to have a new doctor in the system. You can manage this by doing shadow work. It's a really amazing tool to strip off all these external forces and just focus on yourself, real self. So before you start to do anything, make sure that you are about to sacrifice a lot to a thing that you love, to which you believe, and that comes from your heart and not from brains of other people. And also your ego is another shadow-like force or influence. It just feels so good to tell others that you did it. It's like going to a law school and at the same time going to a school of neuroscience or I don't know, of a physiologist, let's say. Two completely different fields, but you want to say that you did both of them at the same time. You know, it doesn't make sense at all, but you want to say that you did it. And this is also one of those, I wouldn't say self-sabotaging, but maybe yeah, because you will really suffer. But it's one of those things that you avoid of being you, because you avoid of being vulnerable. Because now if you do these two fields in study, you have probably no time to work, or I don't know. But if someone criticizes these two fields and your way of living, you won't be that hurt, because they are not talking about you. They're not talking about the true you. They're only talking about the ideal of society or of something that might be admired by society. But they're not talking about the true you. And so you get never hurt. And so I encourage you to think about it and to think whether what you're doing comes from you, or if it's a dream of your parents, or if it just sounds cool. And also, none of these people that I mentioned did anything for others. I mean, look, what I'm doing right now is talk for you. It is for you, but it comes from me. It comes from my true belief that if I do these videos and if I speak to you, one person, even just one person, can get inspired and can start to do something that they really love and feel attuned to. And so when it comes to, and everything that actually the person does with love, others benefit from it. You know, Wright brothers, they created this because they felt in a flow, in a state of flow of creating this freaking massive thing that can fly, you know? And now, how lucky are we to live in this world and to go within few hours to travel the whole freaking planet? How amazing is that? So the first thing is make sure that what you are about to focus on is from yourself, it goes from you, either to others or either to the whole general peace, or either to animals, or you know, someone is benefiting from it. And the second thing, stop consuming and start doing. Consumption of either, even if it's a book, if it's like some newspapers, if it's courses, and if it's school. Yeah, school. if I could speak a little bit more about public school, I would, but we don't have the time for that right now. All I'm saying is, if it's not you creating it, if it's not you creating something and you putting yourself in the field, it's not doing the thing. All it is consuming and avoiding the real work. Because the real work comes with a risk. It comes with a risk of failure. You can fail now. When you learn, well, you can fail in taking a test, of course, but it's not the thing. You know, the skill and the fact that you can fail a test is just how good you are in taking the test, you know? It's definitely not the thing you want to do. If you're studying a business school, taking a test is a skill on its own. It's a skill of taking some tests, how good you can answer. But no one gives a shit how good you can answer in the real world of business. All they care in the business world, in the real world, is how good your product is, what does it serve, how positioned it is. What is your target audience? This is the thing that really matters. And I'm not like saying the theory, but how will you make it work? And these things are completely different stuff. So for the following 48 hours, I encourage you to stop consuming. Absolutely no video, no book, nothing, no course, just you, your thoughts. You have already gathered so much thoughts, you have already gathered so much information. Believe in yourself. You can create something so beautiful. Understand that anything else that's not doing the thing is just avoiding doing the thing. I really challenge you for the following 48 hours to not consume a single thing and to believe in yourself, to believe in the stuff that you already acquired, and surprise yourself. What can you do? What can you create? If it's your new idea of some kind of augmented reality, just draw some, like, make a draft of that. I have no idea how you would make it, honestly, and I admire you for that, but make a draft of that. If you want to become a painter, stop reading these books, stop doing these courses, stop visiting those museums. Of course, it's good for inspiration. But for the following 48 hours, you're gonna take a pencil, you're gonna take a paper, and you are going to practice drawing, for example, an eye, a human eye. Just draw like 50 versions of a human eye, maybe. After those 48 hours, I want you to send me the things that you did, either by email or by like direct message on Instagram, or yeah, that's basically it, on Instagram. And everything will be linked down below this video, don't worry. It's all prepared for you. You just need to click on that and send the projects to me or something, because I want you to feel the accountability, that you are now accountable for what you are going to do. And I'm gonna also tell you my honest opinion on that. If it's really an augmented reality, I'm not sure if that will be advice from expert, but you know, it might be maybe review from your new future client. Maybe. You never know. And that's the thing. Just start to do stuff, and the right people will always find you in the best divine timing. And that's everything from me. I hope that this video gave you something, some more motivation, or rather realization. Don't watch any other video after this. Close the YouTube completely. And I hope that you already are like going through your mind, what are you going to do? because you are going to step into your 48 hours creation time. And I hope that you will enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have a friend that you think will really benefit from this video and he needs to hear it, if you have a friend that he is constantly learning and taking these courses, this is the video for him. So send it to him or her, because they deserve it. And they deserve a good friend like you. So yeah, that's everything I have for you today. Stay awesome, stay with ruthless focus, and with the best self. Bye.